peel and boil potatoes. This is old baguette dough from yesterday.
Woo!
That's all rye flour. 6 minutes in first speed, and that's just to moderately develop the gluten. And then we go 2 minutes in second speed, so it's a little faster, and then we'll let it rest for 1 hour. Then we're ready to shape.
Okay. You're just sort of eyeballing and then weighing it out. Okay. All right, so what did we do?
Marco's going to shape this into a triangle.
Okay. So I'm going to flour it up a little bit.
Yeah, flour it up.
And then you're folding?
I fold it to make one straight edge.
That's my straight
Kind of
edge.
cinch it down a little bit. All right, and now you kind of, you look at it and you say, well, where my other points are going to be.
Look at that. It's hefty, but it's soft. You know what I mean? That's what's cool about it.
This is the beer glaze that
Okay.
we're going to now put on the shape bread before it proofs. It's important to do it before it proofs. If you don't give it time for the bread to expand and crack it, it'll look like a dense paste.
Okay.
And this is the beer we use today. It's a dark porter.
The porters, for some reason, have that caramely.
It's got the depth,
Yeah.
you know, that today we want to go with the rye. So this is for your breakfast.
Oh,
So
cheers.
every morning.
It's for breakfast. It always is.
So we're going to mix this paste, and it's just beer and rye flour with a small amount of salt.
And so this is a glaze, is what we're calling this.
Yeah.
Okay.
As the dough cools down, what's happening is air is kind of replacing the interior gas, and it's going through the crust. So if you don't have a crust on your bread, no flavors go into the middle as the
Well,
air
that's
goes.
interesting.
Marco's going to sprinkle the rye flour on the top.
I love it.
So then this will go into the proofer.
Do you
until
cover
it's-
it? What? No, you want to leave it sort of open?
The important thing about the proofer is it maintains humidity. The rye glaze is starting to crack, so we're going to put that in the oven.
How hot are these ovens?
500.
500. That's amazing.
All right, a little more steam, and then about 15 minutes. We'll open the vent, so we let the steam out, and the dough continue, or the bread then will continue to bake and dry out. So the steam allows the dough to expand.
If you were doing this at home, if you were trying to make this kind of bread at home, you wouldn't. I mean, there's no steam portion
No,
of it.
you
But
go to Home Depot and buy a red brick,
oh yeah.
soak it in the sink overnight, and then put it in the oven. Done.
So you leave it. You put it in the oven with the dough at the same time.
Before you start.
Okay, before you
Yeah.
start. See, let's talk about the tapping on the bottom, because I always feel like, what are you supposed to hear?
You
do
look
you
for
mean?
like a thud, like a hollow sound, like.
And that's what you. That's
That
good.
means that
That's good.
it's all baked all the way through.
Okay. And those are dark and lovely, and they're not burned, but they're that lovely crust.
Right, this type of color would not be offensive.
There's something to me very soulful
Yeah.
about a bread that has character.
Yeah.
You know, and this bread in particular has a lot of character. It's a classic from a specific region in the world. And call me crazy, but I almost envision a Viking with a really big knife and an old wooden table and a big bowl of whatever.
Whatever.
Maybe
Stewed.
a deer leg
Elk,
hanging
something.
in the background. And there's a loaf of beer bread right there, and he just rips it, and
Just rips
you
it.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and it's snowing for sure.
It has to be snowing.
The cold weather makes you want beer bread.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for letting us in your kitchen.
You're
This was
very
a
welcome.
riot. I am
Yeah,
so
we had a good
excited.
time.
So come down to Patisserie 46, check it out and see all the great stuff. If you leave without a croissant, you're pretty much insane. But definitely don't look over the beer bread. This is Stephanie from the St. Paul Magazine. Have a great day.